This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
No shade for five.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
They can put it on you.
Yeah, that's a clip from Beyond the Reach. In theaters this Friday. Starring the one and only Michael Douglas. And this guy right here who's sitting next to me in about a year's time, man. It'd be so hard to sit next to this guy, man. You have to pay just to stand in line to see him. Jeremy Irvine is here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. It's good to be in New York, and yeah, man, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. I was watching, who was I watching? Michael Douglas was on late night. I'm a big Michael Douglas fan, bro.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
The Game was one of my favorite movies of all time. You ever see that one?
Yeah, I've seen The Game. Yeah.
Did you study a lot of Michael Douglas before you start working with him?
I did. I did. Well, you kind of have to be careful with that stuff, because I've done it before. I've watched so much of an actor that I'm about to work with movies that I get on stage and I'm just horribly starstruck. But no, he was. He's great, man. I mean, you know, when you think of the career that he's had, and then if you met him, honestly, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. Like, he's just so down to earth and, yeah, just like a really cool regular guy.
Yeah, that he's bagged a lot of women in his day, man. That's what Michael Douglas, can you imagine?
Yeah, well, here's the story. I had to do my first ever sex scene on this movie.
Really?
So I, was horribly nervous.
What?
I kind of had to, but I thought, who better to ask than Michael Douglas about how to do a sex scene?
What was his advice?
Like he kind of goes, man, just go up to the actress and tell her what you want to do. Make sure she's cool with that. And so I kind of go up to this lovely Australian actress called Hannah Mangan Lawrence. And I kind of go up like this kind of bumbling British idiot going, sorry, do you mind if I sort of, can I feel your boobs? I don't know, can I? And she was so good. She just kind of like grabbed me and threw me on the bed, and we just kind of did it. But thank God she took the lead. So it was funny.
See, I like when a woman takes the lead, right? You big on that?
Yeah. I mean, I do when you're doing a sex scene. I mean, for those who don't know how a sex scene is filmed, you're given the wardrobe or the costume designer come up to you before and they go, we've left some socks in your trailer.
And they're not for your feet.
Yeah, well, no, they're not. Well, there's only one of them. And and what they do is they lay out all the different sizes, and they let you choose which size you're going to have.
Which size did you choose, Jeremy?
Well, if they come, I'm always like, geez, if they come back and I've only taken, like, there's all of them left except the little one, they're going to know. Right. But then on the other side, you've then got to be on set with everyone, and if you wear the big one, then there's nothing in it, and it just looks like an empty sack. So it's a fine line, and you have to think very carefully about it and hope it's not a cold day.
Yo, I can only imagine.
Wow.
That's why they call this movie a thriller, huh?
Right. Yeah. Well, you can also hope it's not too thrilling as well. That's the other trap to fall into.
Yeah, man. You don't want to get hard in a sex scene.
No, you do not.
Ironically. Jeremy Irvine is with us, man. We're going to open up the phone lines, talk more about the movie, and we're going to do some Celebrity Wire.
Yep, and we got to talk about Lil Wayne and Young Thug and the beef that keeps on going.
Shade 4-5. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. We're talking to Jeremy Irvine, who's here, visiting from across the pond. Well, actually, now you're bi-continental, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But, man, it's kind of, as I said, my best buddy lives in New York, so I hang out here a bit, and then a bit of LA.
Shout him out. He's a member of the Blue Man.
Oh, yeah, he is. Benno is here with us, but, one of the Blue Men. It's a cool job, man. Very cool.
How do you feel about Americans? Because a lot of times, like...
Terrible. Hate him. Get me out of here. Yeah.
But, like our food, I always just feel like folks overseas are just making fun of us. It's like, we're fat. We don't know how to talk.
Do you know what, man? The best... English food is so bad compared to American food.
Okay.
Especially like here in Los Angeles, like it's some of the best. I mean, I had sushi in England the other day, and I think it's literally just arrived as a food source. And
oh wow!
Yeah, no, I mean it's some nasty stuff. I think the fish was practically fossilized. It was so old. So no, you guys do food way better than us.
Okay.
Yeah. What about women, man? What are is it all the same everywhere you go?
It's all pink.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Yeah. We're on to this already.
Yeah. You gotta get there, Jeremy.
Yeah. Well, Well, I mean, LA's crazy.
Well, let me say this. It looked like between you and Ben, right? Is it Ben?
Yeah, yeah.
It looked like y'all bagging a lot of women together, man. You know, like y'all got that look.
Amazing. We come in with that, do we? Oh, jeez. Wow. Listen, I'm happy that you think that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I find over here, man. I mean, like Los Angeles, everyone is so good looking. It's intimidating. I can't talk to girls in England, let alone in LA, where everyone looks like a supermodel. It's kind of the best looking girl, I guess, from every town. It's kind of the joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. No, I think we're far too kind of British and bumbling and nervous and kind of sounding like Hugh Grant, which doesn't help.
It never fails. The guys who get the most coochie, they always act like they get none. They're the most humble about it, right? You got to play that. That's good, man. Don't admit to it.
When they least expect it.
Pounce.
The game.
Now, DB is our movie junkie here. Big fan of Warhorse, and go ahead, DB.
I got to see Beyond the Reach, and it was a great movie.
Cool.
I like the ending. Very cool, by the way.
All right, well, great.
It's basically a cat and mouse movie where you're the guy who knows everything about the desert and where you're stranded, and Michael Douglas is the guy with all the resources, and he's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
But it's really just you and him for the majority of the movie. What the hell did you guys do to pass the time for all that time in the desert?
You know, when we were out in the middle of nowhere, we were shooting on one of the Indian reservations, but I guess the closest town was Farmington, where we were staying. And there was kind of one bar, which got to know us pretty well. So, you know, there wasn't a whole lot to do. But you know, that's where it was so cool for me. You know, for me as like someone so new to all this, to get to spend a few months, you know, basically just with Michael Douglas was amazing. So yeah.
Did he talk about his dad at all, Kirk Douglas?
He looks like his dad now.
Yeah,
right.
Hurt.
I mean, geez. I mean, I don't know. You know, we'd share a car into work together, and you know, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna call my pops," and you're like, "What? Wow, I don't know. Yeah. No, he's I don't know. He's like I said, he just seems so down to earth and normal. I mean, you wouldn't know unless you knew, kind of thing. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where he's holding a gun up to you, and you're just basically standing in your underwear.
Yeah. I thought that'd come up. Yeah. There's a lot of this movie where I'm in my underwear. Yeah. The idea is basically we go on a hunting trip. Something terrible there's a horrible accident basically, and I want to go to the cops, but he doesn't, and so rather than go to the police, he takes all my clothes off me, and we're in the desert where, you know, without water and shade, you're meant to die within a couple of hours. So the idea is he takes my clothes off me and watches me kind of stumble around in the desert and like die from dehydration and things. Yeah. A lot of it I'm just in my underwear, which I don't really think about it until kind of now when the movie's coming out. I'm going, oh, geez, everyone's going to see me naked.
A lot of female girls are coming.
Well, you talked about how embarrassing it would have been, like when you did your first sex scene, had you got aroused. But could you imagine getting aroused in front of Michael Douglas? You know?
Yeah, I know. Man, what are you doing?
What triggered you?
I know. And you're getting up really early in the morning as well. So yeah. Minefield. No, I used gaffer tape. And I just kind of no. But I mean, I was just saying that. Like, the movie before this was a movie called The Railway Man, and I had to lose loads of weight for that movie. I lost about 35 pounds. So I was super skinny. And then the director's phoning me up before we start filming Beyond the Reach, and he's French director, and he's going, Jeremy, we must have the abs. And I'm kind of going, right, okay, we're in trouble. So I had to work hard, like really hard.
So when you're like naked in a film, especially when you have sex scenes, do you give your mama like a heads up? Or do you care if she watches you?
Oh man, I haven't dealt with that yet. And I've just done the movie. My last movie is a movie called Stonewall, which Roland Emmerich directed, all about the gay rights riots in New York in 1969, and me and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers have quite a decent sex scene together. Wow. And I'm questioning how to breach that with my dad. We'll see. Yeah.
The sex scene with a man. That's great.
I do. I have a few actually. I have quite a few. Yes.
You're definitely committed to your roles here, man.
No, it's done now, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be like people who have it worse. I mean, it's not. Yeah,
but you're straight. You're straight.
I am. Yeah. Which is it's funny actually. I thought it would be harder than it was. No, don't. That wasn't an innuendo. That was not an innuendo. I saw that coming as soon as it came out of my mouth. No.
Hello.
Oh snap! There we go.
Look, he wants to be quiet now.
I'm just gonna write down everything I say first before I say it now. Yeah, but no, it wasn't. It was I don't know. Like it's like doing it with an actress that you're not attracted to. It's kind of it's no worse really. I mean, once you get over the first initial kind of. First time you kiss a guy, and then I didn't think we'd be talking about this today.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Wait. Just lastly, did you have to pick out a sock for that scene too?
God, no, I did, but no, that time I had a flesh-colored spandex thong.
Okay.
So but then again, similar issues because that's really tight. And that hugs every contour, every lump, every bump. And it looks like you've kind of... do you know what? I'm not even going to go into what it looks like.
Pull out, Jeremy. It's good. Yeah, jump out of this one. Jump out of this one, man. All right. Jeremy Irvine, real quick, though. Yeah. You picked some great roles to play.
Thank you.
You obviously, you're a serious thespian, and the fact that you do this, and I've read that you passed down some roles as well. To win an Oscar or to be recognized, acknowledged, you've been, with War Horse, that received so many nominations. And What does that mean for you as an actor?
It kind of means. I mean, I guess it kind of means everything. I mean, it's a very weird industry, and you get so much when things go well, and you do hopefully good work. Then you do get so much praise. I mean. But to be honest, I find it kind of odd. I mean, when I go to things like the Golden Globes or the Oscars, things like that, I think like my mum is basically a council worker back home. She kind of rehouses homeless people and stuff like that, and she doesn't get fancy award ceremonies, and I don't know, it all feels a bit backwards to me, I guess. Maybe that's because I'm new to it. Soon I'll become old and jaded, and I'll be like, "Where's my champagne?" But I don't know. But it's odd, man. When you first start going to them, it's really weird.
Yeah. All right, but Jeremy Irvine, ladies and gentlemen, hang out with us. We're gonna do some Celebrity Wire with Tracy G. All right, we got special guest Jeremy Irvine is joining us. You can watch Beyond the Reach in theaters this Friday, co-starring Michael Douglas. Wow. All right, hey Jeremy, we got some Celebrity Wire news here, man. You could chime in.
Exciting times.
All right, Let's have it. It'll be you next week.
Are you a Nelly fan, Jeremy?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, why? What's he done?
You gotta be careful, right? Well, he's in some trouble. He actually just got arrested on felony drug charges. This happened yesterday because when he was on the tour bus, police they did a routine traffic stop. They smelled weed. Unsurprising there, but they also found 5 colored crystal-type rocks that when they were tested, it came out positive for methamphetamine.
Nah, they're mood crystals, aren't they?
And this also isn't the first time that we've heard of such a thing coming from Nelly's camp. Now, he's denied everything, which is also the obvious route that he's got to take. But they're still investigating to see if it's actually his.
I think it's probably somebody on the road with him. You got, Jeremy, you got to be careful who you surround yourself with, man.
Definitely.
You never know.
Right.
It might not be you with the meth rocks, but it might be your home. Like Ben might be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Under his hat.
Yeah, I mean, you should see what he's got. Under his hat, right? Yeah. It's like Paddington Bear with sandwiches, but with Class A drugs.
Oh boy! All right, now I'm not sure if you're into Lil Wayne.
No, I am. Yeah.
Okay, so then you probably.
I mean, I've never sounded so white.
It's okay. So Lil Wayne, he's been having all of these issues with Cash Money, even though he was like hella tight with Birdman. Things have completely unraveled in the last 365 days. He's trying to get the Carter 5 out. He said that he's owed all these millions of dollars. And then he has to deal with this kid, Young Thug, who's pretty much replaced him as the son, quote unquote son of Birdman, because Young Thug revealed that he has an album that's going to be called Carter 6. So obviously, if you're Wayne, and that's the franchise that you're known for, you're going to see that as disrespect. And that's exactly what Wayne said when he was out doing a concert.
Also, before I go any further, I want y'all to do me a favor. If y'all ever have Rich Gang or whoever it is in this motherfucker, y'all let them know I said fuck. Also, before I go any further, I want y'all to do me a favor and stop listening to songs of niggas that pose naked on their motherfucking album.
Yeah, I wonder what sock Young Thug chose when he was doing his naked shit. What size?
Man,
I'll stop
that's
there.
That's not a thought that crossed my mind.
Anyways,
you don't get that with like actors. You don't like Zac Efron or Ryan Phillippe is not going to look at Jeremy and go, fuck Jeremy, right?
Right.
No, you don't get that? You don't get that
most
kinda-
people are pretty nice. Most people are pretty nice. But, also, if we do it, we do it in private. So
Yeah, no actors beef.
It's
sorry.
we're not doing it live on stage. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
not.
Well, Young Thug, he wasn't that nice, even though he fooled me during the first couple seconds of his response. Listen to this.
I understand that Lil Wayne is frustrated about his career, and I feel him on that, but this is my item. I wouldn't ever in my life swap words with him or beef with him about nothing. This is a person that I look up to. Ha ha.
The ha-ha says it all. So much can be
Yeah.
said with the ha-ha.
So much sincerity, right?
Yeah, so when you win that Oscar and you up there, just make sure at the end of the speech you go, ha ha. All right. Tracy, thank you for that Celebrity Wire.
Of course, anytime.
Okay, and then Jeremy, how can people reach you on social media if they want to
Social
talk?
media. I've got Instagram, but that's it. So for
Okay.
now, I think it's because my publicist doesn't trust me.
Ha ha.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go and post a naked selfie after this.
Hey!
So,
Ha
yeah.
ha.
Yeah.
So is it Jeremy Irvine? That's how they can reach you?